Hello friends, my name is Shivam from Debug.School and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@debug.school.com.
Will have no files right now. Yep. So that is the thing. This is a release. And this is a remote. Okay. And last one, which is a group. That's all. So these are the address which we have. Got it. One thing I would like to check is set me up. So set me up. Maven release. Just a second. So I'll talk about this one. Just give me 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So that is done. All this stuff. Now, guys, step number 2, what do you have to do? Create a user and password. So this I am using the admin user ID and password. Step number 3, what you have to do? Look at this one very carefully. Modify pom.xml in the Maven and add distribution component, distribution element. Okay. Now what will be done? Let me show you here. So if you remember the Maven session, let me check if I have some projects. Here I am having one project of the last session. Here, this is the okay. So this is your project. Go to the chat project and here modify the pom.xml. Look at my screen. See here, there's no distribution elements are there. So modify pom.xml and add distribution element which contains address of repo to be deployed. Okay, so this is the stuff. Now next one, step number 4, modify setting.xml. It's a part of the maven.xml Maven file, setting.xml, and add server element of accessing a repo, which is here. This is the one. Okay, and finally step number 5, which we have to run which command? Mvn deploy. That's all. This is the command you have to run to upload the packages through the Maven. So this is a Maven command. So in order to enable the Maven to do upload the packages, you have to push this, you have to modify this file here, pom.xml and setting.xml. Now what are the changes need to be made? So for that I have created one template. You can access it. So where do we get it? This I'll show you that template. By the way, you can get the template there also, but I don't want to confuse you too much. Only the things which you need it, just I'm sharing with you. So this one and this one. So where is a file? So look at my screen. In the Nexus or Artifactory, this is the distributed management component. So in the step number 3, you will add this file. Okay, this one. You have to modify this location very carefully. Okay, now earlier the Artifactory was running on 8081, but right now it's giving me, this new release is giving me DNS which is not accessible. So I'll just try with this, and then later on I'll try to fix it if there is a problem. So release 1 is this one. Okay, or 81 should I try? Let me try, because still I feel like it should be 81. Sorry, 8081. Okay, we'll try a little bit later. First, let's try with this one. So I'm copying here, making it this one, and this URL you have to make it. So URL, this is the reach, and this is the snapshot. Okay, so this URL you have made it. I'll just copy this whole content. By the way, this ID I will make it, let's say, artifact, something like that. So this ID.
Hey viewers, our Master in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Is important in a setting.xml. I'll talk about it. So anything you just make it happen, and then add inside a project element like this. Okay, so this is the step number 3. Now step number 4, you have to add access in the setting.xml. So where is the setting.xml? I'll show you that one, but before that I want to copy the entire content. So setting.xml, you have to add this line. Okay, so setting.xml, this ID, whatever you modify, artifact, and username, what was that, is here. Username was admin, and password is this one. Okay, so here what you are trying to do, this you will keep in the setting.xml, and this one is important. Remember, artifact and this artifact should be matching, must be matching. Why? Because that way in the setting.xml of Maven, it will come to know for this ID, the username and password is this one. That means for this repository ID and for this repository ID, the username is this one and password is this one. So let me go and do the changes in the setting.xml. So which is inside a tools, Maven, conf, setting.xml, and server component. You have to see, I have multiple, so you have to add this one here like that. Done. So finally, guys, step number 4 I have done, step number 3 I have done, step number 2 I have done, which I'm using the super access, and step number 1 I have done. So did you understand that so far? Any confusion? Any confusion?
I have a question on like step 3, the one you're calling release and snapshot distribution. Are we going by the like Maven? A Maven release is that when you're doing a major like release like 1.0, and then the snapshot is like if you're going from 1.0 to 2.0, the snapshot is like 1.05 and intermediate. Is that what you're like is that how you're looking at the Maven? Because when you put the for the distribution for the internal repository and the snapshot repository.
Okay, so what happens here when you say distribution management and repository and snapshot? So repository means it's a release repository, and snapshot repository is basically a snapshot repository. This is the Maven stuff. Now, what Artifactory understand that? So anything which you declare in the snapshot, repository is become a release. Anything you declare in the snapshot, it'll become a snapshot. Now, based on the number here in the Maven pom.xml, let's say right now it's a snapshot, so it will go logically to this location. If you remove this hyphen snapshot, it will become a release. So it will go to this repository. It's very simple.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's that then the snapshots, because usually in a major release versus like a release versus snapshot is you get rid of all the snapshots before you do a release. So those are different areas. That makes sense.
Yep. Okay. So whatever the modifications you have here right now, I'm doing snapshot, so it will go to here. It will go to here. Make sense? Okay. So finally, Ambient Deploy. Now, what is Ambient Deploy? We have explained it to you. It's a Maven command, which you know that. So let's go to chat and run this. Ambient Deploy. Let's see if we get some error. I am believing that URL might be having some error, because this new version of Artifactory has forcing to set the DNS name. We'll see that. If it is not giving an error, that's so superb. If it is error, I think I can visualize the problems. Yeah. So here the compilation will be happening, then package will happen, test will happen, package will happen, and finally install will happen, and then they will try to deploy that everything in Maven, which is being done. So right now package has been created here. And installs has been completed. Now it's the deploy is happening. Deploy means always remote repository, which is in case it's a Maven. So he's trying to see here, trying to upload it, and I was doubting it. Basically trying to upload it but could not transfer it. Why? Because of, see here, 405 is like a server related issues. So the address has some problem, failed to transfer. So let me do one thing. Let me play with IP address, because the DNS name is not resolving. I was doubting. So let's try IP address. Where is IP address? It should be. Let's try with IP address first. And here, and Artifactory. This is IP address. Artifactory list. Name of the repository is a release. Okay, so I'm changing this format, and let's see if this is working. This format.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Because there's some changes that happen in the Artifactory site, I'm assuming this should be working. Let's try. So here the IP address, port number, Artifactory list, and this is the repository, which is a release and snapshot. Let's try this one. everything is okay. Just URL is having some confusion. I am also having confusion because that's a new release. It's not older version, and lots of changes has happened. So we'll see that if it's working or not.
I have one more question about it. Like you said in deploy that it's always remote, but then like we created local, local and remote repositories. What did you mean by that?
Just a second. Yeah. So I'm just checking. Again, failed to deploy, same error. Here cannot access. Just a second. Just let me fix this first. So this is going correct one. Okay. So let me pause this recording.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Okay, wait. It's this different problem. Wait a second. The problem here is Rajesh. See here, it's a different problem this time. It's not authorized actually. Not authorized. I'm not reading the error message. Rajesh. So how do you fix it? Where is Rajesh in server element here? See here, this is the problem. So again, it's a good error we are getting. So please mind it, guys. Rajesh, this one and this one and this one should match. Else this user ID and password will not be detected. So let's try. Let's try. Deploy is happening now. Should be passing. Done. Okay, so now you see here. So finally the changes is like this. Few changes between the old and new. I must write it down and then you'll understand that. So first of all, guys, here one thing which I must tell you, if you're not having the centralized DNS server, then avoid these settings. Avoid this custom base URL. Okay, so first thing, avoid custom base URL. In this case, if you avoid it, then system IP address will be taken. That's the first thing. Second thing, older one, you have a two part. One is like web UI port and upload port. So in the old one, what we have, the port number is 80 what is that, 8081. In the new one, what we have, the new version which I showed you now, there are lots of trouble today actually because of this. Though it's very simple actually. Installation should be very simple, but they have made it very difficult to get this one, what do you say, license. So so new one, its web UI port is 8082 and upload port is 8081. Is that clear for everyone? Is that clear? Okay, so now move on to the next thing. So here guys, if you look at this, I will go and validate if the package has been uploaded or not. So package should be, my package is a this is the one, chat jar snapshot. So let's validate. So where do you go? Go to Artifactory, go to the package. Here you can search for it package. See here, chat. But if you want to browse the package, go to the artifacts, and here click on the snapshot which is here, and com. Click on the com. You follow this one, com.debug.school.com, debug.school.software. So com.debug.school.software chat, and the package name, version, and the name here. Is that clear, all of you? By the way, you can snapshot, you can push multiple snapshot actually. No problem. So you right now you have a three files here. If you see that here you have a three files, right? Three files, right? So one more file I'm pushing it. Deployment. Snapshot it should be uploaded. See here, uploading happened. Now if you go here and refresh button should be somewhere. Where is that? Should be some refresh button. Okay, no problem. And probably for this new release you need a more CPU and more RAM. That's the reason it's behaving little slow.
In the deployment, like where's the upload coming from? Are you deploying the code and then uploading it back to JFROG?
Just a second, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the flow. So see here, you uploaded 2 times. See here, you uploaded 2 times, you got the 2 packages. Now this is how you do the upload. Now if you think, okay, the time has come for the release version, remove this one and one more time upload. One more time upload.
Are you uploading to Nexus or are you deploying to an environment?
Okay, I'll just tell you. I understood your question. Just yeah, I'll just tell you. Let me do that first. Uploading. Actually, I'm uploading it.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
I'll clarify this. I understand your confusion actually. See here. Remember here I made it this one release version 1.0 and it should be by default automatically should go to the release one. So can we check here? Here, see com, Debug.School, software, chat 1.0. So now you see that 1.0. Now guys, same version if you want to upload, it will not allow. Also you need to check that repository setting. If in the repository setting you have set that replace, then probably it will allow, but typically it should not allow because by default the setting is I think it's disabled, what I can recall it. So we'll see that it should not allow because one release you cannot make it 2 times. Simple. So installing is happening and okay, uploading is here, it got allowed. So here you see uploading got allowed in spite of the same release number. So it should not allow, but why it got allowed? Because of in the setting button in the repository here, that options you have not stacked out. Which one? Here you see here replacement, you should disable it. I mean, you should not allow for this. So see here, handle releases, some options should be here. POM. Okay, that option is not found actually. Okay, so probably that. Okay, let me check in the advanced. Ignore, allow content browsing, enable direct. Okay, so that option I'm not able to do that. So yeah, right now you can upload it. Okay, now the question what you are the confusion what you are getting is here Mvn install and Mvn deploy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to understand here what happens. Maven first read the pom.xml. Okay, pom.xml.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the pom.xml, there's a 2 things. After the package creation, there's a 2 things. I mean, in the pom.xml, download a package. Okay, download a package and upload a package. This is the two things it will do. Upload a package. Now understand that when it download the package, okay, understand that when you download the package, then it will use setting.xml. And which component? Mirror component. Okay, when you upload the package, it will use pom.xml default. I'm saying the behavior can be modified. I'm not talking about the custom stuff. Okay, right now when it comes for customization, you can do whatever you want. But when you upload the package, it refer the pom.xml and the element name is this one. Okay. Okay. Now next question. Next thing is what happens. Let's assume you are downloading and uploading whatever you are doing. So let's understand that when you do this Maven install, what happens? They will compile the project. After that, I'm not talking about all the phases which I have explained in the Maven class, so you can just go through that. So you have a compile, and then we have a test, and after that we have a package, and then copy to local repo. Now local repo, this is called installation. This is called installation. So it's not like installing that package to some environment. It's not happening like that. Are you understanding me?
Yes.
So this local repo is basically .m2. See here, .m2. Okay, so now let me first show you. Then let's move on. We'll move on. So here, if you go to M2 directory, what was my thing? So here com.debug.school.com software.chat. So .m2 is here, repository is here, com dot Debug.School is here, software, and chat 1.0 and snapshot also. See here 1.0 and snapshot. Look at the timestamp, it's 11 today's date only. Did you see that?
Yes.
Got it? So
yes.
What will happen? That is the flow. Now what happens when you say deploy? When you say deploy, now I was doing ambient deploy so many times, right? So what exactly? It's not deployment to the some environment. It's not. That is the confusion we have. What happens? They take from the local repo, copy from local repo to where? To remote repo. A remote repo, and remote repo mentioned in the pom.xml. Did you understand that now?
Yes.
Yeah. So here, that's the reason I told you remote repo. This is a remote repo. Okay. Okay. So everyone have understood that how to upload a package using Maven to Artifactory? All of you?
Yes.
Anyone has any questions, guys?
And then you do the download. Is there like whenever the developers?
I'll talk about it. Yeah. Download, I'll talk about it. Upload only, I have talked about it. Any other questions, guys? Hello. I don't get response, guys, so not sure you are in session or not. Only one response I'm getting. Okay, guys. So now next thing is, guys, how to download package. Understand that package using Artifactory in Maven. So I'll put it this one also in the steps, so you'll get it. Okay. So step number 1. Okay. Step number 1. First thing is step number 1. Create a group repo which contains all the repo, mind it here guys, which contains all the repo from where you are downloading a package. Simple, downloading a package, downloading a package. So guys, understand that here one thing, I want to create a group repo. So did I create a group repo? Yes, you see here I created a good group repo in front of you, but the URL will be changing. So where is that? Can we copy that group repo? Remember, group repo have all the repo. I will show you the first again. See here, this is my group repo. Oh no. Here we have a group repo, and the name of the group repo is Debug.School -group. And then you have all the three repo. Remember, local repo is there. Look at this here. In the local repo also have, and remote repo also have. So local repo, so here go to the front end, go to the Artifactory, go to the artifacts, and go to the group. Where is it? Here, and copy this URL. Okay. Okay, this is the, okay, one more thing here. When you said 82, it's confusing actually. So you should go always set me up and go and for configure generate, and group repo is this one guys. Okay, 81 only. I hope last time I said.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.